Okay, alright, so okay. Okay, alright, so okay, okay. Okay, so sorry for the difficulties. First time streaming. I mean, to those of you, I bet you guys have been done streaming before. For now, I'm just a first timer in streaming, so please forgive me for all the difficulties that is happening currently. Just that we are working just fine currently, and we're going to start our new tutorial. Alright, so I want you guys to download the first file in the Open Learning Week 10, which is the crop. Okay, crop. Okay, so
zip.
sorry for the
Okay.
difficulties. First time streaming. I mean, to those
Okay,
of you,
so
I bet you
in
guys have
that
been
crop
done
zip,
streaming before.
you will have a
For
image
now,
of the
I'm
girl.
just a first timer
Okay,
in
image
streaming,
of the
so
girl
please
that we
forgive
can
me
work
for all the difficulties that
with
is
our
happening
Photoshop
currently.
file
Just that we are
to
working just
make
fine
sure.
currently, and we're going to start our new tutorial.
Okay,
Right?
guys.
So I want you guys to download the first file in the Open Learning Week 10, which is the crop. Okay, crop. Okay, so
Zip.
sorry for the difficulties. First time streaming. I mean.
Okay, so
in that crop zip.
regarding
You will
the
have
so I want you guys to download it. Have you guys download the crop file in the work with our Photoshop file in the Open Learning Open Learning Week 10? Have you guys downloaded that? Please notify, say yes or no inside the comment, so at least I know we are in the particular same page. Do not show. Okay, so you guys have done well to have the files. Okay, so I know cropping is a quite simple tool, but if we were able to use in the proper steps or proper manner, that would reduce the workflow time and give you much more better working place in your Adobe Photoshops. Okay. Okay, so I want you guys to open your Adobe Photoshop. Doesn't matter what version is this. So by right, at least at this particular moment, you guys will have a at least 6. Okay. So, alright. So I want you guys to open files, opened, and then select girl with auto. Okay, girl with auto. Okay, in order to open the file. Okay, so click on this particular open. Alright, so you will have open this file in Adobe Photoshop. Alright, so first of all, if you look at this particular image, okay, the girl, you will notice several things that you need to fix before you start to apply it inside your website. Okay, for example. Alright. Okay, so in the Photoshop file, first of all, this file is really big, okay, which is a 12 meg, and then which is not suitable for web. Okay, so you guys must be aware of the image that you're going to use in your website. Okay, we don't want a huge file to be uploaded into your website. Okay, because again, I've been talking about this a countless amount of times, where it is a huge task to upload and download the file. So what we want to do is we want to reduce the file to most suitable condition for that particular web. Okay, so cropping is really important, especially you wanted to upload on your website. You guys are well aware, previously some of the students were asking me that, okay, why my image is too big. Okay, so the important thing is you have to edit your image first before you start to upload. Make sure the most ideal is to get your images below 1 MB. Okay, to get your images below 1 MB, that is the most suitable, because it will load faster. Okay, so once you open your images, go with auto like this, first of all you will notice that the horizon, okay, you will see the horizon of the back over here, okay, the girls, okay, and the land itself, everything is crooked. Okay, so we want to fix this one first. This is the first important things. Okay, we're going to fix the lines of the land and the horizon to make sure the image is straight. Okay, okay, to make sure the image is straight. And okay, so I want you guys to click on the crop tool. Okay, okay, I'm going to a okay, so first of all, we're going to straighten by using a straighten. Okay, you see this straighten over there? If you have a CS6, I think is available as well. Just click on the straightens and then make the lines according to the horizon that you guys see. Okay, make the line like this according to the horizon that you guys see, and automatically it will straighten the image for you. So now your lines and your horizon is straight, and then you just click on a right over there. Okay, so that's how you want to straighten your image. Okay, so CAC here or CS6 have provided this magnificent tools to make sure you are be able to do this effortlessly. Okay, okay, So next one is you want to make sure you resize the photo from 12 meg to a below 1 meg. Okay, so regarding the sizes, so I want you guys to click over here. Okay, so there is a preset details that you can see that is available over here. Okay, so we do not need a required higher PPI, pixel per inch, okay, for a web. So 1024 times by 768 would be good enough for the preset that we're going to use for this particular photos. Okay, so make sure your arrangement of photos is nicely done. All right. Okay, and if you want to make sure all your material in the rule of thirds, you can click over here, and then there is mentions over there rule of thirds. Okay, grid, diagonal, triangle, golden ratio, and so on. So as a photographer, okay, so you guys want to use a rule of thirds to make sure you were able to put your subject matter in the intersection of the rule of thirds. So you just click over there on rule of thirds. So since what we wanted to have is this girl, okay, in somewhere over there, okay, somewhere the face is in the lines of the rule of thirds. Okay, all right, so with that we can start to once you already make the selection, make the adjustment, and then you can move the image around. Okay, so now you will see that, okay, my my focus will be on this particular girl. Okay, and then maybe I would arrange it something like that, and then just click right. Okay, so you will notice that the image will be shrunken down to a resolution that is suitable for web. Okay, so control 0 to zoom, and then you will see that, okay, we already cropped this image and it is suitable for a web design. Okay, so you can click on, once you've done that, click on file, make sure you click on export, save for web, legacy. Okay, you will notice that the image over here, okay, there's a bit of a discoloration, but still managed good enough for web as well. This is the original images. Okay, this is a bit blur. Okay, so maybe I wanted to increase the size to make sure that the size, okay, the original size is this, and then this is the size of the future outputs. So I'm just going to increase it so that I still maintaining the quality of the images. Okay, so maybe not up until 100%, 90%, around there. Okay, still I have a good quality and comparison between these original images and the JPEG images that we're going to save. Alright, so with that, okay, we can save for web as well. Okay, click on save. Okay, and then go with auto. We don't want to rename because we want to maintain the original file. Okay, so this one you can put over there web. Okay, go with auto, web, and then click save. Alright, so with that we already done a exercise for our first task, which is to go with auto with web. Now it only have 500 kilobytes of data comparative to a 12.8 meg, which is huge. And then once you upload it, whatever that the size that you see on screen, that one will be on the web, so it will not be turned that particular large. Okay. Alright, so with that, that would be
complete the crop exercise. Okay, so okay, so basically I use the rule of third to simplify, okay? To simplify my workflow, I don't want it to be too technical regarding this. Okay? Alright, so we're done with the girl with auto. So for the next one, okay, I want you guys to open, okay, file opened underneath blurring, okay. So there will be an image of this military man with their recruits, okay. So I want you guys to open this photo. Yes, that will be safe. If it's for CC, you would go to File, File Export, Save for Web. Okay. Save for web, and then I believe CS6 will be using that as well. Okay. This one. Okay. By right, everyone should be able to crop the images and use basics photography rules, rule of thirds, in order to crop your file and resize your file. Okay, so we can move on to a next exercise. You guys okay with that? Okay, so I want you guys to open the image over here underneath the blurring folder. So inside your week 10, you will have blur.zip. Okay, blur.zip. I want you guys to open File, New, and then open this image of a soldier with the comrades. Okay. Okay, Mr. Edgar. Okay, Mr. Edgar. You just wait for a while, okay? If you don't have Photoshops, I okay. Just wait for a while. I will try to satisfy your needs. Okay.
Okay. All right. So again, regarding the save, I saw a few of the comments that mentioning the save. All right. So in order for you guys to click on make sure a proper save, and then click save for web legacy. Okay, I'm sorry to mention you guys. Okay, there's a few choices of presets. Okay, if the images is just a normal images, you can use JPEG. Okay, underneath the presets over there. Okay, so JPEG is the most suitable for web as long as it does not create any kind of file that is on uh, larger than the say for larger than 1 MB. Okay. Okay, so any more questions regarding the exercise of cropping? Ayah, bateri pula, bateri pula. Okay. Okay, regarding that, okay, so first of all, the resolution must be set first, okay? Regarding your big file, okay, so I'm going to go back regarding the cropping. Alright, so now your image, the first thing that you open, the image is quite big, okay? So what you must do is to select this 1024 times by 768, okay, in order to make sure your file size is small. Okay, so have you done this? Okay, when you click on crop, when you click on crop, okay, you select this.
Okay, just by selecting this, you will resize your file accordingly, and then make sure you click on the right button. Okay, see, once you click on the right, make this already become a small image. So you guys were able to do that? Okay, I think because you have not click the right button on the Photoshop's panel. So by right, if once you already done this, okay, and then when you save, click on export, save for web. The size should be select on JPEG, and then the size should be around 500 kilobytes, even on the quality of 90%. Okay, I bet you guys will be able to done that. Okay, right. Okay, so the next tutorial, I want you guys to download the I want you guys to download a blur.zip file. Okay, so in that blur.zip file, you will have the image of this under blur.file. So I want you guys to click open and make sure you have this particular image. Okay, there's a man in a military suit. Okay, so the most important thing is that you can make, especially when you want to create an article for your web, what you can do is that you can start to edit your images. It's not so crazily, but rather than put a subtle movement or subtle effects on your images to make sure it is stand out and the images become much more interesting. And then by creating these subtle effects, you were able to give much more better looks towards your posts, and then towards your article as well. Okay, so for the next tools that we are going to use is we're going to use a selection tools, and then we can apply some effects to make sure it gives the difference between the image that we are seeing currently comparative the image that we have edited. Okay, we're not talking about some crazy editing over here, some basic editings, and then apply some subtle effects, so it will give a better enhancements toward the image that you're going to post. Okay, so you don't have to worry about this cropping of this image because it is already a small image underneath the 1 MB. Alright, so on top of that, we're just going to make some small editing because the tools that you're going to use is called a selection tools. Selection tool is one of the most powerful tools that you're going to use when you are using Photoshop. Okay, all the editing that you're going to do afterwards using Photoshop, one way or another, you will have to use a selection tools. Okay. Okay, so for this particular selection tools, what we're going to do is that we're going to separate the backgrounds, which is the image where with a lot of people standing, and then the foreground where we have these recruits getting screamed by the general, and then the focus area would be the general. Okay, so we're going to make a 3 selections and 3 layers of images, and then we apply effects in 2 of the images, and then to make sure the general is the one that is stand out in this particular image. Okay, so I want you guys to click on layers. Okay, click on layers, and then since this is a lock layer, so nothing much that we can do over there. Okay, so in order to unlock this particular layers, so you just double click over there, double click on this particular layers, and then you can name as BG. Okay, it stands for background, and then click OK. Alright, BG, click OK, and then I want you guys to duplicate these 2 layers. Okay, duplicate by there's a way to do it. Right click, duplicate layers, or you can go to the alternate and drag up. Okay, alternate and drag up, double click on this, and then you can put this as general. Okay, that will be a general. Okay, so next one is I want you guys to duplicate another layer, and then I want you guys to name this as recruit. Okay, so by right now we should have 3 layers. Okay, so we have 1 background layers, we want to have a general layer, the focus area, and we have a recruit on top of this. Okay, so 3 layers. So what we're going to do is that we're going to blur the background and the recruit, and then maintain focus on this general over here, because he is the focus in this particular images. Okay, alright, without any delay, first of all, we are going to select the general. Okay, click on the general layer, and then I want you guys to click on a quick selection tool. Okay, quick selection tools is one of the my favorite tools to use in Adobe Photoshop, because it is foundation for most of the things that you're going to do afterwards in the future. Okay, click on selection tools,
make sure it is on a plus, add to selection. Okay, and then this is you can resize the brush of the selection tools by right clicking, okay, or on your keyboard next to P there will be a sign to increase or decrease. Okay, if you look into next to keyboard P, there will be a symbol. Okay, that both of the symbol meanings for increase and decrease the brush size of the selection tool. Okay, can you increase or decrease the size of your selection tools? Okay, so increase to decrease, important for you to refine your selection in the subject that you have chosen. Okay, so now we're going to make the selection. Click on general, okay, layer, and then just click and drag, okay, until you were able to have make selection on the general. Make sure all the general area are selected nicely. Okay, so you will see on the selection area there will be a few of the thing that you are selected outside of, for example, like this and like this. Okay, and then we're going to fix that later. Okay, we're going to fix that, so you don't have to worry. Okay, so, but important thing is you cover the entire general's image. Okay, okay, so in order for you guys to refine on that, hit on alternate, and then your cursor will become minus, and then you can refine on your selection on this particular area. Okay, so you want to select only the general. Okay, you don't want to select outside of the space. Okay, outside of the area of this matching end, only the general. Okay, so on top of that, okay, to make sure you were able to fine tune by using alternate for subtracting your selection. Okay, so okay, so now after you are selecting, and then you will see the matching end goes all around the general. Okay, what we can do is that, okay, we must use a non-destructive editing. So I'll emphasize again, okay, please try to maintain non-destructive editing, meaning if there's anything that we can revert to, we can always goes back and fix our selection. Okay, so once you already have the matching end goes all around the general body, what you wanted to do is click on the add layer mask. Okay, add layer mask. Okay, so add layer mask, automatically you will have a selection. Okay, so if you uncheck by clicking the eye on the recruit layer and the BG layer, you will notice that only the general will be appeared.
Okay, why? Because you already applied a layer masking on the general's image. Okay, so with that, this is what you call a non-destructive editing. Instead of deleting the background is still there. You're just using a masking to make sure only the things that that appeared is on white. The thing that is going to subtract is on black. Okay. Uncheck by clicking the eye on the layer and the image layer, you will notice that only the general will appear. Okay, why? Because you already applied a layer masking on the general's image. Okay, so with that, this is what you call a non-destructive editing. Instead of deleting backgrounds, the background is still there. You just using a masking. Make sure only the thing that appears is on white, the thing that is going to subtract is on black. Okay. Okay, so you will see that there is a there is a background that is transparent, and then the backgrounds, okay, only the general is appeared. Okay, so you guys were able to reach until this stage. Okay, so now if you were able to create the masking for the general, next one I want you guys to do the masking for the recruit. Okay, so I want you guys to tick on the recruit layer visibility. Okay, and then I want you guys to just select the recruit over there. Okay, select this guy at the front. Okay, with a complete make sure it cover all the details as well, the spectacles, and make sure the head, okay, is selected, just not the outside of this guy's head. Okay, and then at the neck, shoulder, okay, and then just fix your selections. Okay, just fix your selection thoroughly, and then you just then you were able, once you already noticed there's a matching end around this guy. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, just the alternates to reduce. Okay, and then once you already have this particular thing, this recruit selected, okay, click on the add layer mask. Okay, so only so now we already separated between the general and the recruits, okay, and the background as well. So once you already have all these three layers selected and isolate them in the separate layers, then we can start to apply the the effects that we wanted to. Okay, so three layers. One is background, one is general, okay, and then one is the recruit.
Okay, so once you already have these 3 layers, then we can start to apply the effect to the backgrounds and to the recruit layer. Okay, to the background and then recruit layer. Okay, so first of all, I want you click on the background layer. Okay, click on the background layers. Okay, background layer, and then I want you guys to click on filter, blur, lens blur. Okay, so this will be a focus, give a focus area, and then we're going to blur the blur the background. Okay, we're going to blur the background. Okay, right. Okay, so I want you guys to increase the radius to 20%. Okay, radius to 20%, and then click OK. So automatically you will see that, okay, the background is out of focus. So it's like when you take it the camera and then you just using low aperture, low aperture, for example 2.8 inside the aperture, and you were able to focus on this particular general. Okay, so leave the general layer intact with no adjustment whatsoever. I want you guys to click on recruit. Okay, and then do the same thing, filter, blur, lens blur, and this time around, instead of 20, we're going to reduce to 10. Okay, reduce to 10. Okay, so that it makes a difference between the makes a difference between the background and the foreground. Okay, all right, so see, now you have effects like you're shooting on the SLR camera, professional camera. So you blur the backgrounds and then blur the foregrounds and then just focus on this particular general. Okay, so hopefully this will be you can use this one inside your images to make sure you will enhance your posting on site your website. Okay, okay, so everyone achieved the results where you were able to have a background and have the foregrounds separated, and you were able to use the lens blur. Okay, please comment yes if you were able to do that. Okay, so you were able to make this swap. Okay, sorry, you were able to make this lens blur. I want you guys to go to File, Save As, okay, and then you just save as JPEG. Okay, blur effects. Okay, blur effects. Okay, and then click OK. Alright, click OK. Alright, so that's a little bit of selection tools and a little bit of effects that you were able to apply it in your Adobe Photoshops. Okay. Alright, so we're going to a next exercise. Okay. Okay, so in the next exercise, what we wanted to do, okay, this one already you can close. Okay. Okay, close, and then I want you guys to open. Okay, let me check for a while. Okay. Swapping. Okay, swap. Okay, this image of the girl. Okay, I want you guys to open this image of the girl over there. Okay. So image for the girl. So again, we are not looking into crazy editing. We just want to enhance these particular images. So she would have a nice background, and then she would have a a mood that changes into the feel of the image. Okay. Okay, so I want you guys to select on these particular girls. Again, using the same methods, okay, using quick selection tools. Okay, and then I want you guys to select the girl by just go all over her like that. Okay, and then to make sure you are selecting even the details of the area. Okay. Alright, so once you already have this, okay, you will notice that the hair and the eyelashes is hard to be selected. Okay, so once you already use a selection, quick selection, we will enhance our selection so that we can get all the details to make sure it looks realistic. Okay, so that is the most important thing. Okay, so that is the most important things, to make sure I have the hair and the eyelashes are selected as well. Okay. Okay, so you guys already have selected the girls. Okay, so in order to enhance the selections, okay, so click on select mask and mask over there. Okay, click on select mask, and then I want you guys to click on the overlay. Okay, so if you notice in the overlay, the things that is on red is basically the thing that is going to be subtracted, and then the things that is on the actual colors is the thing that's going to be appeared. Okay, so make sure using on this refine edge brush tools. Okay, refine this edge brush tool. Okay, so what you can do is that you can brush off at the edge. Okay, make sure the plus signs does not goes, okay, in the hair. Okay, so it will refine the selection on the hair. Alright, so this one I do not need. Okay, just click on minus. Okay, over there. Alright, okay, so you will notice that the area where we were not selected using quick selection tools is now selected the area that we wanted the hair, which is refine our selection of the edges over there. Okay.
Alright, so okay, so once you already cleared the hair selections over there, just put radius on 2 pixels to make sure the selection have a settled edges. Okay, 2 pixel, and then smoothness just put over there once. Okay, alright, so smoothness just put over there once. Okay, I believe we already selected pretty much the hair so well. Okay, so I want you guys to click on OK. Okay, so it have a refined selection to you, and then click on add layer mask. Okay, add layer mask, and then you will see that the foreground, the main focus area, and the background is already selected with the refined strains of the hair as well. Okay, so once you're already able to do this, okay, and then I want you guys to open or place, this one is place, place embedded file, and then click on BG. Okay, and then place onto the layers. Okay, once you already placed onto the layers, click on the move selection tools, and then drag this one down, and then you will see that this girl have changed this particular background to give a different mood to the images. Okay, alright, so that's how you want to make a refined selection onto the hair and onto the some part of the areas. Of course, there will be more details in order to get rid, to make sure there is no colorization that is changing. Okay, so never mind that one, we will do in a future tutorial. Okay, for this particular tutorial, I just want you guys to able to use direct selection tools, and then refine your selection using select and mask. Okay, so you were able to get the hair inside your selection. Okay, so and then you were able to replace the background images of this particular girl as well. Okay, so there are two skills that you have learned over there. Okay, so you guys were able to get this particular outcome. Okay, so you guys already able to get this result? Meletup.
them. To them. Sorry. I don't believe. Okay, so again, so once you already completed, go to File, Save As. Okay, and then put on Swap Web. Okay, swap for web. Okay, and then I want you guys to choose JPEG. Okay, underscore web, and then click OK, and then save. Alright. Okay, now we're going to move on to a next tutorial. Okay, just basically whatever that tutorial that we have done is just going to use a few one basic tools, and then we go deeper and deeper. Okay, for those of you that have known Photoshops, that would be great, but I believe there is some of you that is on the first semester or second semester and so on. We'll try to familiar with this particular Photoshops. Okay, so since Adobe Championships that is going to be held on this Thursday, we'll revolve lots of Photoshop skills, so at least we get some introductions, okay, before we go much more deeper into this particular Photoshop software. Okay, so for the next particular tutorials, we're going to click on new. Okay, sorry, not new, open, and then I want you guys underneath the D blend. Okay, underneath the blend, sorry, hand, I want you guys to open the hand, this exercise. Okay, you will see hand. Okay, so for this particular hand, what we're going to do is that we're going to place this hand on the clouds. Okay, so I want you guys to open the sky layers as well, like this. Okay, sky layer. Okay, click open on the sky layer. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we're going to combine these phones. I know you guys, this phone is outdated, and then still using the QWERTY, not QWERTY, the old school version of phones. What we're going to do is that we're going to put these phones on this a clouds. So and then we're going to fix our adjustment so it matched together with the movement of the clouds. Okay, so previously we already make a selection. Okay, and then we refine the selection on the hair. Okay, now since we are doing a non-destructive editing, so what we can do is that we can manipulate our selection to make sure it fits the image or whatever intention that we wanted. Okay, so we can go back and forth in our selection. Okay, and then and make adjustment to our selection since we are doing a non-destructive editing. Okay, so first of all, I want you guys to select the hand with phones. Click on quick selection. Okay, and then goes through only the layers of the, and then refine your layers, so refine your selection. Alright, so refine your selection with this. Okay, so you will notice that there's some edges over there. Okay, so that one we can fix it. Make sure you make your selection properly on the edge of these particular hands. Okay. Okay, so in this particular selections, right. Okay, so once you already make the selections and so on, okay, I want you to click on add layer mask. Okay, add layer mask. Okay, so once you already click on add layer mask, what you need to do is click on the move tool. Okay, and then a drag the hands to over here. Okay, so in order for you to resize the hand, okay, Control T to resize, and then make sure you resize according to scale. Okay, so somewhere like this. Okay, so I'm going to put my hand somewhere over here. Okay, alright, so with this hand over here, okay, so what I wanted to do is I want to make sure that the hands is appeared from these clouds over there. So if I turn off this way, I want it to appear from this particular clouds. So rather than, so it looks like the hand is coming out from the clouds. Okay, so what I can do over here is that I can make the adjustment of my of the layer by manipulating this layer mask. Okay, so if you notice over here on the layer mask, okay, the black is the part where it does not appear. Okay, the white is the part where it is appearing. Okay, so what we wanted to do is that we are going to make color using brush, and then just play within the black and white to make sure our hands over here appeared from these particular clouds. Okay, so to do that, since we know that the one that is appeared is white, okay, the one that does appear is black, so click on this layer mask. So make sure your selection
is clickable on this layer mask. See this box over there? So that is that means that the layer mask is selected. Okay, and then I want you guys to click on brush tools. Okay, brush tools, and then in order to know since, okay, see, when I click on black as a foreground, I can delete the parts where I do not want. Okay, so right click and then make a selection of hardness is 50%, and then on 40 pixels. Okay, so what I can do is that reduce the opacity so that I can see, okay, the area of the clouds that I wanted to brush off, and then so I brush off accordingly to these clouds over here, right? So it looks like when I finish with this, it looks like the hand is coming out from this particular clouds. Okay, right. Okay, so if you notice over there, there's a bit of blue over there that I wanted to fix. So I can click over there and make sure my color is white, and then fix that area. Okay, that I okay, so I just want to get a bit of details over there. Alright, so from there, and then I increase back the size of my opacity to 100%. So you will notice that the hand is like appearing from the clouds. Okay, so it's just an illusion. Okay, so like the hands appearing from this particular cloud, even though we only have 2 layers only. Okay, so by using refinements of your selections too, you were able to make all these kind of effects in your web. Okay, especially when you want to post something and then you want to make sure that posting is interesting. Okay, so you guys were able to do this. Okay, how you want to resize? Okay, wait, okay. Okay, so okay, you cannot see because okay. Okay, so first questions. How do I resize my hand? Okay, so first of all, you drag using here. So you see this hand is really big. So what you need to do is using Control T, okay, to transform or image. Edit, transform. Okay, so Control T, and then okay, so you can use a Control T for CS6. You need to hold your shift. For CC, you don't need, and then just go to the edge over here, resize down to the approximately the positions that you wanted over there. Okay. Stop. Okay, so by the end you will have a results like this. So it looks like your hands are appearing out from the clouds over there. Okay, look like an advertisement, some sort of thing, like old school advertisement in the 90s. Okay. Okay, so once you're done with this, okay, again, I want you guys to click on File, Save As. Okay, put over there on Photoshops, okay, sky underscore web. Okay, sky underscore web. Okay, and then click OK. Okay, so that is underneath the blending effects. Okay. Alright, so that is some of the results that you were able to get by using selections and then by using cropping. Okay. Alright, so now, okay, so for our last tutorial. Okay, so for our last tutorial, okay, just hold on with me guys, almost 12 o'clock, I know, lunch hour, okay, last one, last one. Alright, so once you're done, just close off, and then I want you guys to open the image of blending 2, which is the building over here. Okay, the building. Okay. Okay, so in the building, what we can do is that, okay, rather than we're going to make this building a bit exciting. Okay, so with using the images that were given to you, basically you will have an image and you will have the fireworks images. Okay, so what we want to do is that we're going to blend these two particular fireworks all together to make sure the images that you see over there is interesting. Okay. Okay, so open the images of this building. Okay, and then once you already open the image of this building, okay. Okay, just wait for a while. I repeat the ones that you need to have behind the clouds and so on. Okay, let me make this selection again. Right. Okay, so you're mentioning that you lost at the behind the clouds, right? Okay, so basically it was just like this. Alright. Okay, so you have hands on layer 1, and then you have a background on layer 2. Okay, background and background layer. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we're going to brush a color black
on the wrist part of the hands over there. Okay, I want you guys to click on the brush. Okay, make sure it is on black, and then click on this layer 1 selection tools over there. Click over there. Okay, oh sorry, cancel. Click on this layer. Make sure there is a box that is selecting this particular layer. Okay, so in order to know what did I need to brush, okay, so you can rescale your brush size. Okay, click like this, or the keyboard, the symbol next to P, to increase and decrease the brush size. Okay, so okay, increase or decrease the brush size, the symbol next to P. Okay, so in order for me to see what I'm going to brush off, for example, okay, if it's on black, make sure it is on black. So what I'm going to click on the brush off, I'm reduce the opacity over there. So to know that where are the part, for example, I need to brush this area over there. Okay, brush this area. Okay, make sure it match the cloud shape. Okay, the cloud shapes, and I can brush it off already. Okay, so it will give an illusion that this hand is coming out from the clouds. Okay, so you guys were able to do that. Okay, so how about that? You guys were able to make the clouds effect. Okay, so in order for me to see what I'm going to brush off, for example, okay, if it's on black, make sure it is on black. So what I'm going to click on the brush off, I'm reduce the opacity there. To know that where are the parts. For example, I need to brush this area there. Okay, I understand now that you cannot see the layers. Okay, so you guys were able to do that. So how is it? You guys were able to make the clouds? To put the hands behind the clouds? Okay, so okay, so for the last tutorial for the day, I want you guys to open under blending 2, okay, this building, and then you will notice that there is several other photos, okay, several other photos that were given to you. That is a cloud, sorry, not a clouds, but a fireworks photo, okay. So in that firework, what we're going to do is that we're going to put these fireworks in this photo to make sure it looks interesting. Okay, so each and every tutorial we use the previous skill that we have learned, and we implement something new. Okay, add up our knowledge bits by pieces. If you notice that from selections, okay, so from cropping, okay, and then to selections to refine selection the hair, and then from refine selection the hair, and then we apply it in a blending option. Okay, so each and every step that we have done is just to add a little bit of things on top of the things that we have learned. Okay, so first of all, I want you guys to open this photo. Okay, and then we're going to make this building with fireworks. Okay, so from there, what we're going to do is that from this particular photo, we're going to click on place embedded. Okay, click on place embedded, and then select this fireworks over here. Okay, so wow, there's a large fireworks. Okay, so I want you guys to resize the fireworks accordingly and put it over here. Okay, put it over there so it looks like it's going to be blast out in this image over there. And then I want you guys to repeat these fireworks by placing several other fireworks. Okay, several other fireworks, for example this one over there. Okay, place it over here, much more smaller, and then you can, after this it's just a matter of up to you where you're going to place your fireworks. Okay, so I'm just going to place it over here. Okay, just place this fireworks over there. Okay, and then place a few more fireworks accordingly. Alright, okay, alright, so just a matter of placement where I wanted to put the particular fireworks. Okay, so I just put it over there, bits and pieces over there, here and there. Okay, alright, so okay, so I'm just going to place my fireworks over there. So that is the location of the fireworks that we are looking to. Okay, alright, so in order to make these fireworks blend with this background, okay, so since you notice that all of the fireworks have a black background, so that would make job easier for us. Okay, so first of all, using a select move tool, just click on this first fireworks. Okay, and then click select on screen. Okay, select on screen, and then you do the rest with the other fireworks as well. Select screen for all these fireworks. Okay, on the blending option, select screen. Okay, so it will blend nicely with this particular background, and then we will subtracted the background. Okay, for this case we will make a little bit of adjustment since you will see a boxes over there, correct? Okay, Alright, so we'll have these fireworks going on. Okay, you can add more fireworks. I leave it up to you. Okay. So I leave it up to you in order to make sure. So what we're going to do is that going to make some adjustment toward this square lines that you see, and then we're going to make sure this firework is at the back of this particular building. Okay, the back of this particular building. So in order for us to do that, okay, so in order for us to do that, okay, so I want you guys to select this particular fireworks, okay, the fireworks, and then click on brush tool, make sure this is black, okay, and then click on add layer mask, okay, and then just brush off on the area that is in front of the building. Okay, that is in front of the building. So it looks like the firework is happening at the top and then at the back of that particular building. Okay. Alright, so that area. So it looks like now the firework is happening at the back of the building, okay, rather than overlapping on that particular building. Okay, so on this particular fireworks at the last as well, click on these fireworks, make sure the color is black, okay, click on layer mask, okay, and then just brush it off the area of where the box are appearing, okay, where the box are appearing, so it will not look like, okay, we just pasted the fireworks over there. Okay, alright, so now we have an image with the fireworks going on. It looks like a celebration or something like that. Okay, so once you already completed this, go to file, save as JPEG, buildings, web, okay, and then save as JPEG. Alright. Okay, guys. If okay, any questions before we dismiss our tutorial session for today? So I'm open to any kind of question regarding Photoshop or any kind of question regarding these any lessons. Okay, so before we end up our tutorial for the day. Okay, so you just put it inside the comments, inside the chat, and then I'll try to answer it. Okay, I'll see you guys in the future. So for regarding the ACA championships, I will update the link after this class. And then I will update the link after this class, and then please on Thursday at 10 a.m. You must be available to view the briefings, because our client, which is the Breast Cancer Foundation, will be do the briefing as well. It's just for 1.5 hours. And to make sure you guys are available for that particular a briefing, there is a link that you guys need to register in order to be accessed to that briefings. Okay, so if nothing else, we dismiss for now. I'll see you guys in next week lecture sessions. So but basically it's going to be a consultation regarding your project, which is the web designs. Okay, so please read into all the requirement that you guys need to have inside your presentations. Since we're going to not to meet each other up until 31st, so I will update you guys regarding your presentation as well. So could probably your presentation is going to be online. Okay, so I can view your web, and then we will see how the process is going to be. Okay, so I'm just going to update you guys regarding your presentations. Okay, so if anything else, nothing else more, I would say please stay safe until everything is cleared. So hopefully we get through these tough times together. Okay, thank you all.